Sorry about the video. The mic was rubbing on my hoodie, so, but yeah, doesn't sound too bad, but sorry about that bit. Hello, and welcome to another episode. This one will be about collectible games. A lot of them dead now, but yeah, just about some games that I've been into over the years. So yeah, enjoy. So yeah, hello, welcome back. You're going to join me, cool. And yes. You want to talk about collectible games too? Okay. So yeah, played quite a few games over the years. Some that I don't have anything for anymore. Yeah, you look knackered. I don't have any more. Star Wars Destiny. That's quite interesting. You had like your deck, like in a lot of like the collectible sort of like card games, but you'd also have dice that sort of like determine your actions, like your resources and stuff like that. And so like you'd be playing cards. You're both in there. You'd be playing cards to be able to grow your dice pool and go that way. It just wasn't that well supported, and so then it sort of just like died out. Probably didn't help where starter sets would like half decks rather than getting a full deck. But yeah, that's probably what happened with that. Pokemon as well. Play Pokemon. Good game, fun to play. Not like, especially just having chill games, but like competition wise, like it's very. You have to have like a meta deck, and I feel like if you got meta decks, then it just depends on your matchup and luck at draw. So yeah, not so much of. I just played really well or whatever. Especially once you know your deck and you're both sort of on the same sort of level. So yeah, I think they're the only two I don't have anything for. There you go, have an app. Yeah, have an app. So yeah. Try and do a video. Okay. So yeah, first one that I've actually got stuff for still, but I am getting rid of it. Already given like all like the sort of like commons and uncommons and like cards that are worthless to a mate, because he's still right in love with it. This is probably like the most popular collectible card game, especially to like play. Pokemon's popular, but I feel like that's like goes like collectors and then it's player base. So yeah, you haven't guessed it, which you probably have. It's Magic, and yeah, I played this for quite a bit. It was, I think it's a really good, solid game. I mean, it wouldn't still be sort of going after all these years if it wasn't. Yeah, just really well done. But for me, just keeping up with the rotation all the time, and like I felt like with board games, once you got everything, that's it. You know what I mean? Well, I say once you got everything, get a base box, you just got everything. You know what I mean? There's no sort of like, oh, what I could really do with this card, but then it's this much money or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, And then sometimes, like, in some circles, some people can be a bit snobbish. So, yeah, that sort of, like, put me off a little bit. And I sort of, like, ended up putting myself on a bit of a ban. No more collectible games. But, yeah. Because, yeah, I was playing quite a few at one point at the same time. So I was playing Magic. That was sort of like a long-term one. And then a short-lived one was Dice Masters. So it was a really good game. There was mainly Marvel was the main sort of one, and then they had like a few different Marvel sets. They'd done a D&D set and a DC Comics set. So yeah, you get like these dice, and they're all representative of a character. So I think that's She-Hulk. You got Sabretooth. Ant-Man. So they've all got their own sort of dice. But along with the dice, you got the cards. So yeah, you'd buy a booster, and it'd come with so many cards, and you'd get so many dice. And sometimes there might be Wolverine with this dice, and then it's common because the colour of the strip down here. But then you could get like a rare Wolverine, and it'd be different. The dice would be different, so the value was more in the dice, not in the cards and the dice, because yeah, it'd have the same dice, but then the ability here would be different. It's been that long since I played it. Yeah, so you'd sort of build up your team of like a maximum of 8 cards, and so like 20 dice, I think it was. And you'd have your starting sidekick dice. And it was just like a bag builder. So, yeah. So you'd have your starting sidekick dice like this. That's wild. That's just like a sidekick. And yeah, you'd sort of draw, like, yeah, you'd draw so many out of your bag, you'd roll them, and then you'd take your actions from there, back and forth. And then when they're spent, they go in the discard pile and that, and it's sort of like, once you can't draw any more out of your bag, you get all them and put them back in your bag, and you're building your bag up. It was a really good fun game, like, just like the way you sort of, how everything just worked and interacted. Cards were just there as a reference point. So you'd sort of like have your section where this card's just like on your playmat, and then you'd have like, I don't know, say I've had like 4 Spider-Woman dice, and then when I decided to buy one for its cost, I'd take one of the dice and put it into my discard, waiting for it to get into a bag and be able to pull it out. Yeah, like, so you're sort of like building your bag up and trying to defeat your opponent, knock them out, and so like 20 life points or something, 20 or 30 life points, something like that. And yeah, it was a really good game. Can't cards are, as I say, they're pretty much nothing. They just sit there. But yeah, like really good game. Like it just they didn't print enough for the first print run, so you had to buy a starter deck to get the sidekick dice, and then there's also like action dice where you bring what's it called, like two action cards each, and so like I could use your action card, you could use mine, but you'd have to get the appropriate die for it. So you'd be like, I'm going to buy this action die, and then that gets put in your pool. Yeah, just a really good, solid game. I think they just didn't think it was going to have the legs that it had, and so then people were struggling to get like sort of like dice that you need to be able to play. People getting boosters alright and stuff, but it's like literally like you need like a set of these. Can't remember how many you start with. It's been that long since I played it. So yeah, and then like there's 4 different colours of these. So then like they're designated to like, that's the orange one, that's the pink one. Yeah, like, so because people struggle getting these, they struggled to get into the game, and so by the time they sort of sorted out print issues and stock issues, the hype and interest had faded, and people weren't really that bothered. So unfortunately, it just sort of like died very quick. But it's a shame because it was a really good game, and especially because like it was whilst Marvel, like the comic book sort of boom of the sort of like late 2000s, early 10s was happening. So yeah, like especially having like the Marvel and DC license. I don't think maybe like D&D hadn't really like took off then. Like obviously it was popular within certain circles, but it hadn't sort of hit like the mainstream success it's had in recent years. So yeah, that is Dice Masters. Really good game. I recommend. If someone offers you to learn it, like I just don't know where you'd get any stuff from unless you want to buy mine, because that's the problem. Like even no one's bothered because why would I want to get into a dead game? Or yeah, just haven't got it, can't afford it, or it's that cheap that what's the point? It must be a bad game and stuff. So people aren't really interested in dead games. Apart from this next one, actually. So I'll go on to this one. Star Wars X-Wing. I have also got the Millennium Falcon and Slave One Boba Fett ship. Love Star Wars. Love this game. Good solid game. You get everything you need in this. Play a couple of scenarios and stuff. Really nice figs as well. Nicely painted. Yeah, really good game. Really interesting. Like, so you got each ship has their own sort of dial of what maneuvers they can do. So you pick all these ships' maneuvers, place face down, and you'll simultaneously reveal what maneuvers you decide to do. And yeah, like it's a really good game. Your ship, and then you got cards of like who's piloting it, and so like the points would be point per ship, and then points on your pilot. So you're putting them together, so that ship alone is this many points. So yeah, like really good game. So good, in fact, that there is a community out there keeping it alive. It's kept alive by the community. They still have tournaments. Don't know how true it is, but I heard they might be bringing it back with some of the rule adjustments that the community is sort of kept up to date with and stuff. So, I mean, that'd be cool. This is like, I want to say, the first version. They also done, I want to say, 2 or 3 in total. But yeah, you get everything you need for a 2-player game in this. You get all your measuring sticks. You get some just like some. You get all your dice. You get your measuring sticks here. You get your sort of tokens. You get your cards. You get your ships. And you get some like terrain that you can throw around on the board and stuff. And then I think there's like a cardboard ship, as if you're trying to do like an escort and stuff. Really good game. You come back to say hello. Really good game. I recommend it for anyone. Like, I've never played it, but it sounds like it's very similar to is it Dogs of War or something? No, like Wing Attack or something, where it's like World War One, World War Two, just different ones. Dogfighting seems quite similar to that, but I've never played it, so don't quote me on that either. So that's a game that's dead by the company, but not dead by the community. So yeah, what do you think? Bring it back? Shall we go on to the next? Yeah. So like as I said, like I was into quite a few at the same time. So Magic, Dice Masters, X-Wing, and this one I went into so hard. Like this was like the best. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, like such a good collectible game. There's cards involved, but it's not about the cards. There's a lot. So I keep it all here, and this one's called Hero Clicks. So you get models. So I've got this Thor here, and then you've got your stats here. When you get attacked, like you just however much you get attacked, you click your base down that much, and then your stats are changed. And then like each of them got like coloured boxes, maybe potentially. And so then you'll look at card and be like, okay, I've got this ability now. Like, so your abilities change. Like, yeah, so good. And then they might have like double point values on. So like that depends like where they start. So like, it'll like start there, like it's the yellow line for the yellow amount of points, which is the lower one. So it tells you there. Can't really. It's not really focusing. But yeah, like the blue number and a yellow number telling you. And yeah, just look at these sculpts, man. Like this one, you can take off to put in a big X-Men base that I've got somewhere. We even got Dog Paul. You know what I mean? Like, so good. Like, yeah. I got some of the older ones. Catwoman and Batman. The older ones are a bit more awkward to click. Like, rather than like the newer ones. which you could just, yeah, like look at this Hulk, man. And then, like, you get 5 in a box with a rare. Buy a cube, you're guaranteed to get a chase. Like this chase here. Zombie Sabretooth. So cool. Here's Zombie Spider-Man. Like, just really nice sculpt, you know what I mean? Like, look at the metallic on that Colossus. You know what I mean? Got like Superior Spider-Man. Like, look at that. You know what I mean? Like, and then you get like little spider bots to go with it. Just amazing. I mean, some of the 7 Deadly Sins. Like, Harlequin for Harlequin fans. You know what I mean? Just amazing. Like, I remember the same with the Avengers, because they did like the Avengers versus X-Men. So there was the big X-Men team base and the big Avengers team base. And so like these ones you could like pop off and place on the team base if you got it. They did a big Phoenix thing, so you got all the different sort of like characters in the Phoenix Flames, and then you had a giant Phoenix for the Phoenix Force. Just like, like, how cool is this game? And here's one of the bases that I was all about. So that's the X-Men base. So yeah, you just put them all on that, and then you got the card and rules for it. Like, just amazing. But then you end up with all the figures, and then you get all the maps. Like, maps. And they're all double-sided, the maps. Like campaign with a map. Or tokens. You know what I mean? More maps. More tokens. Yeah, so then like your cards are sort of like this. So put them in clear because double-sided. So Professor X, you'll have some like sort of like clear abilities that are sort of like all the time, but then like when you're sort of blue and stuff, you know what I mean? Just like such a good game. It's actually quite simple, but some are more simple than others. Like, all them sort of things are straightforward, but then you'll have someone like Magneto that's got a bit more word into his. Can't remember if it's quite complicated, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, and then like the better they are and stuff, the more things they have. So yeah, such a good game. Love it. Shame it died out, but I'm assuming it's that sort of thing of the cost of producing, well, starters, just getting someone to make each individual sculpt, like, just for testing is going to cost them however much, and then getting them all printed and everything, or like cast, or however they did it, and then yeah, let's say you got 5 in a box, you know what I mean, like I remember one of my mates, like, we didn't care about rarity. Like, sometimes you get like uncommons, and it'd be such a nice sculpt that you just like, yeah, I want that. You know what I mean? Like, even like when you end up with like 10, you're like, oh, it just looks so nice. Like, and we'll be talking about like, well, like where obviously with cards you're like, oh, like got like so many, like what's the one that I actually bothered about? Where this is just like we'd be talking about such a common like figure that people have got, but like it's just nice or like quite just like really good, you know what I mean? Then also like they've done sort of like specials. So this was a con exclusive. I've also got a Doctor Strange. I should have brought that out really. Doctor Strange con exclusive. But then also in a similar size box to this or bigger, like they done like a Sentinel for like X-Men to fight. You know what I mean? Like it's so cool. And they also I did this is how bad it was. I almost brought like a giant Galactus, and it was like it was huge, and like I'll have to like try and get a picture and post it because it was massive, and I don't think anyone like really beat it because yeah, it's Galactus in it. So and can't remember how much I almost brought it for. I can't remember if it was like 100 or 200 quid, and it was like where am I going to put it? You know, so luckily or unluckily, I did not buy it. But yeah, you could just get so carried away with these sort of games. And so, because I had so many going on at the same sort of time, and yeah, they're just so addictive. They don't call card games cardboard crack for nothing. Yeah, like I mean, a lot of the maps and stuff like you got through just like competitions and stuff, just turning up. We'll always say whiz kids are always really good at just giving out like an insane amount of stuff. Like it's probably what sort of like makes them fail maybe, because they print way more than the game's popularity. So yeah, like I mean it's good for the people that are into it because you end up with loads of stuff. But yeah, like I don't know if that's what kills the game, but you gotta try and sort of get that sort of balance because this next game, even though I said that's it, no more collectible games. This game, yeah, just I had to play it. It sounded good. It's got an IP attached to it that I love. So, if anyone knows anything, you know what it's going to be. And that is Star Wars Unlimited. Like, such a good game. Like, just plays so well. I feel like even like commons and uncommons, there's good solid cards to build a deck with to the point where I see people having like tournaments, competitions, whatever, like even friendly ones with the mates, where all it is commons and uncommons. You're not allowed rare and legendaries. Like there's some good solid cards. I mean, you get some nice commons just in tournament decks. You know what I mean? So you can build yourself a nice deck without having to break the bank. And yeah, like played the first pre-release and just I mean even before playing the first pre-release, I said to my wife like, this is gonna be bad. Like probably shouldn't be playing this because I knew I'd just fall in love with it, and I have. It's a good solid game. I don't get to play it as much as I'd like to, and I am able to what's the word? Control myself better. Now I've had that sort of break, but yeah, like could very easily just buy boxes. Where this time I haven't really brought boxes. I've sort of buy boosters here and there, singles, like would like this card in my deck or whatever. Buy some singles. But like that's the way I'm sort of gonna go. Because you end up with a load of fluff that is just sitting around doing nothing. Yeah, like such a good game. I would recommend this over any collectible game, especially like trading card game. I know there's a load out there active. There's like is it Fire and Blood? The One Piece was popular at one point. I'm not sure if it still is. There's a couple of others. But yeah, definitely. Like Lorcana, my wife brought a couple of starter sets because they were just going super cheap at like Tesco or something like that. And I think we played like a game of it. It's alright, but Star Wars, I mean, and then if you're a Star Wars fan, like some of the sort of like flavor stuff is like so good. Like there's a card with Obi-Wan. I have the high ground. The artwork's nice. There's some characters in there that like you just like, oh nice, or like especially like in the early days, like when they were like announcing sets, you're like, oh yeah, gonna like I don't care if they're crap, I'm just gonna play them because you know what I mean. Like, I love that sort of thing and just having fun with it rather than it all about being gotta win. Like everyone loves the Mandalorian, like yeah man, got the armory. You know what I mean? Like this is the way. You know what I mean? Like just such good flavor, such a good game. Like yeah, this is the. If anyone said I want to get into a collectible game, and especially if they like Star Wars, this is it. I mean, I would probably recommend this anyway. Echo, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Clone Wars and that. I'd recommend this anyway. I'd be like, this is a good, solid game. If you're not too bothered about the theming of it, but obviously theme's a big thing of it. So like, obviously magic, fantasy, depending on if you want to play any, because I know like in recent years they've done like a lot of like IP stuff. So they've done Doctor Who. What else they do? Lord of the Rings was a big one, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't remember what else. Do Final Fantasy. I know they've done like a Final Fantasy game, but yeah, but yeah, like this is just like such a good game. I would recommend anyone play this. It is the best collectible game, best trading card game I've ever played. Like Foulings, yeah. I'm just like going through the cards now. I'm just like, yeah, look at this, look at that. But yeah. So like with Star Wars Unlimited, like you pick a leader and a base. So yeah, your leader is like this. Well, you'll have this side first. So yeah, like you'll have like two aspects here, and then ability. So CAD is when you play an underworld card, you may exhaust your leader to do 1 damage to your opponent chooses to do 1 damage to a unit they control. You'll also have a base, and that'll give you another aspect. So now my deck is made out of yellow evil and green cards. Yeah. Also, your base will tell you how much health you got. Some will have a lack of ability and higher or lower health. And so then you have a 50 card deck, if I remember right. Shuffle it, obviously, and then draw your top 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you'll look at them, and then you will choose 2 to put as a resource. So I'm quite happy with that as an opening hand. But then, like, I will resource maybe these 2. Yeah, this one. These 2. But once you resource them, that's it. Unless you are able to ambush them out, which some not ambush. What's the word there? Let's see. Smuggle. That's the word I was looking for. Smuggle. Smuggle them out through either like another card's ability, or some cards will say smuggle and then a cost. So then, yeah, you like someone has the initiative, they go first, and then it'll be like, okay, I exhaust my 2 and play, and then I can't do anything else. I'll claim the initiative, I'll pass, and then draw 2 cards, play another one as a resource, and then just go again. And it's just back and forth. It's really quick. There's not really much downtime. You're not getting mana screwed. Yeah, just really good, solid game. And yeah, just love all the cards in it. You know what I mean? You got Maul. You know what I mean? You got like a Bounty Hunter crew. You got Bosk. You just got like nice artwork. You know what I mean? Like Boba Fett. Everyone loves Boba Fett. And yeah, just a really good, solid game. Like, there has been a couple of card bans quite early on, but it's that thing of when you're putting that many cards out, you can't sort of be perfect. You know what I mean? Some people might moan about it. Oh well, they should have sorted that out or whatever. But realistically, when you're creating however many cards, however many sets, and then looking back on past cards, I mean, what, 1 or 2, like, well, it's not even 1 a set, so you can't really moan at that. So yeah, amazing game, absolutely amazing game. That would be my one and only game, one and only trading card game to play. And yeah, that is the one that I would recommend to anyone if they're not bothered about a theme, they just want to get into a collectible game. It's a good, solid game. If you're into Star Wars, definitely play it. If you're into something else, maybe look at something else. Like you want something more fantasy based, like generic fantasy based. Look at Magic or that Fire and Blood or whatever it's called. I haven't played it. But yeah, like that sounds like it's got an interesting rotation mechanic. So like I think there's like champions or something, and you build your deck from there. And every time a champion wins a tournament, they get like scored, and then once it hits a certain score, it's that champion gets like retired. So yeah, found that quite interesting. But yeah, so Star Wars is my must play TCG. Everything else can go fuck itself. So yeah, Star Wars Unlimited. So yeah, I think that's it really for collectible games. This has broken me. I was doing so well of not buying any. So yeah, now my problem is, what do I do with my Dice Masters and Hero Clicks? Because they never get played, they just sit there. So, but then who wants to buy them? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm a bit stuck with that. Like the Destiny stuff, I just donated because like it's nothing. But I mean, the Hero Click stuff's got some nice stuff in it. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, keeping X-Wing because that's a good game. Magic, just slowly going through it. Haven't really got too much left yet. Yeah, now. So yeah, and then I'm trying to keep my Star Wars collection to a manageable size. Yeah, so I'll cut the video because I was just rambling. So yeah, let's end it here so you don't have to listen to a load of pointless rabble. So yeah, thanks for watching.